Real Comic Book Talk. Today we are doing top 5 couples. We're going to each pick 2 relationship couples and Marvel and DC, and if we decide to just go all the way out and find an independent comic book that has a beautiful couple in it, like Spawn and somebody, and then we're going to do that. But you're going to have to wait and see. With me as always, TT, Al, and I'm Daniel. Let's get right into it. You know who wants to go first? TT. So she's going to give you the top 2 couples. Let the people know who you picked.
Alright, my first is weak. I would just say that. And I'm sick, so excuse me. I'm sorry. My first is Spider-Man, Mary Jane.
That is abnormally weak.
It's not weak, it's classic. Weak. Everybody knows.
Because he loves Mary Jane name. Don't worry about who he left at first.
Batman and Catwoman. And that's unorthodox.
I never said.
That's
a lot of anger. Right, moving on. That's not even his real love. When Stacey is.
Let her explain her reason first.
This is not a video
about
debate.
love.
This is a
it's not a video about love.
This is not a video about debating. This is a video
superpower that I'm not aware of?
I don't believe we had a specific criteria.
Okay. I'm sticking with what I said. My second is Black Panther and Storm.
That should have been the first one.
Mind your business.
This is my business. We're going to
Oh my god.
Power couple, that's why. And of course I'm for all, the black power. But yeah. I mean, what better couple than freaking Storm and Black Panther? I mean, they were rich, they had money, they were king and queen. It lasted for like 6 years.
Bring that generation together.
But it's okay. They brought their world
together.
Yeah,
their countries together.
Yeah.
You get where you're going. You know what you're trying.
That's what I like.
But those are my 2.
That's her 2 right there. Onward to Al. Al, let the people know your top 2 favorite couples.
Alright. My first one is Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
Okay.
I picked them pretty much because I like the child that they made.
So you only care about the super baby.
Yeah, super baby. See, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage is kind of soft.
What kind of...
So when they're together and they have a kid together,
they make a halfway
soft, halfway drunk kid.
So they kind of just like, kind of hard or something?
Well, from what we see in the movie on the...
Oh, I just wiped my nose with my hand. I'm so sorry.
Anyway, continue.
So, if we're going over the TV show...
Oh no, she's going to keep blowing her nose.
Yeah, if we're going over the TV show...
Are you talking about the Netflix show?
The Netflix show.
But they're not together anymore?
Not even about that though.
Look, they just pretty much
they're the only 2 people who can handle each other because...
If that's the case, why didn't go like Superman and Wonder Woman?
Superman, I don't even think Superman... Let's keep it real. I don't even think Superman respects women too much. He's not going to have sex like that. He's going to look at him. He's going to probably X-ray vision him.
Did you?
You go all straight creepy.
I'm just saying.
I didn't know.
I'm just saying.
I didn't know.
They had a daughter together in this book.
But that's not in every...
Also, in the New 52, they were together.
I don't mean it...
They were together a lot.
I don't know. I think he probably...
If you making a super baby, that's what it's all about.
But, hold on. Because his child now...
This daughter he had in this book.
No, the son
super baby.
from the other...
You're talking about the son with Lois and the rebirth.
Right.
You were talking about super baby.
No, don't pick and choose. We're talking about the other one.
You're picking and choosing.
Well, look.
I think he's upset that I bumped the super baby.
You did bump.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we didn't come up with a more distinguished criteria for these couples. Being as though the debate is clearly on.
Yeah. You know what's supposed to be a debate.
Except nobody else has a rational explanation for theirs based off of what Anthony seems to think. Even though, that's their opinion. That's their opinion. Let them have.
No. He wants to debate. If you have an opinion, it's not his opinion, so he wants you to
justify.
Right, have his opinion.
I just want to get a broad understanding. That's all.
No, you don't. You just want to.
So what broad understanding you want to get?
You said you wanted to make a super baby
with them two.
I said you it was all about the super baby. He's like, yeah. I was like, well,
But I don't want his super baby. I want their super baby.
oh, you want that? Okay, that's cool.
Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey.
Yep. Moving on.
Onward we go to the next.
Yeah, we're going. The next one is Sue Storm and Reed Richards.
That is so sad.
Why?
Because they,
What's wrong with that?
I hate them so much.
She said, "Don't like nobody."
I hate the Fantastic
They're like
Four.
the original couple
No.
of all Marvel comics.
I don't.
They're the original couple.
No, we mean you don't. He's saying that they are.
They
We
are.
mean you
I'm just
don't.
saying they're like
I
one
know.
of the first
You
couple.
say you don't like them. I don't.
No, she said you don't like him. He said they're the original couple.
Either way, I don't like them. It doesn't matter who said it.
Why don't you like them?
Why?
They suck and they're boring. That's
Oh, because they're boring.
suck and they're boring.
That means they're probably having a long life together and everything.
Yeah.
Longevity. They're still
Who wants
together.
that? Who wants
Yeah.
Yeah,
that?
who wants that in a
Who wants
relationship?
that?
Yeah. You can't make a reality TV show off of that. Off of that. Come on, man.
Well, it wasn't.
You better.
If you seen the first Fantastic Four movie, they
I-
weren't always.
no.
They weren't always.
If I go back to that, please.
No, he's not talking about.
I know what he's talking
You,
about.
you know what?
I just-
They all suck.
The movie,
Okay.
all the movies were garbage. Anyway,
I hate every creative choice they ever made. All three of those.
And the reason you selected Sue Storm and Reed Richards as one of your top two couples.
because
You know,
Franklin
all
Richards.
three. Again, the super babies.
Yeah,
Again, but we talking super babies.
that's the super babies
That
out.
is-
Okay, so
You can't knock
Dad.
it.
Okay, well, in that case, it's a good thing that we're about to get to your top two couples, and you can explain to us why you selected each one. Who's your first?
Cyclops and Emma Frost. Write that down. Pencil that as your number one in the thing, because the Death of X was outstanding.
All just the Death of X or the X-Men versus the Humans? Because all of that came from the
I
Death
know.
of X. So Death of X,
Actually makes Death of X better. Because of Death of X, there was X-Men versus Inhumans. And
but
it,
X-Men versus Humans was garbage.
Are
it
you-
wasn't garbage. Garbage is,
You liked them together as a couple the last time they were ever together as a couple?
I like them because they made that book.
That makes it good. Because
Yeah,
actually, for the majority of the book,
Yeah,
they weren't together.
I know. But it was still amazing, so it doesn't
So
matter.
it's really her and her simple
Yep.
in the book. So it's not really him because he was dead at the beginning of the book.
So?
So fuck power.
So it's
So
just
they're not a couple.
Frost.
They're no longer a couple then.
Because it's Emma Frost and Emma Frost.
Okay, fine. I like the idea.
So let's not pencil that in. Now go on the list.
Because they were a couple before that.
You're in the couple of her idea of
No,
him.
they're my number one because that couple, that relationship made the Death of X. Now, before the Death, hold on.
No. She made a
Hold
different
on.
act. You can't do
Hold
it.
on. Yeah, she made the Death of X, but they were a couple before that. Before the Death of X, before they went to the island, before any of that, they were already a couple.
But how
And
would you know that Scott would do all that stuff that she did?
I don't know, but I don't care. That has nothing to do with them being in a relationship because they were in a relationship
But you said
before that.
but you said the Death of X is the reason you like them as a power couple.
Right.
But the Death of X, it isn't her and him. It's
Okay,
just her.
let me explain that.
I mean,
I didn't say in the comic book, the Death of X, that couple, them as a couple, made me love the Death of X. I'm saying because they were a couple before that book, right?
This is the first time I heard you say that.
Hold on.
No.
Before they were before the Death of X, they were already a couple, right? So that the relationship led to the Death of X. So if that relationship never led to the Death of X, they wouldn't be on the list.
So what made Death of X so amazing?
You read it, you know what
I mean, I'm asking, is it because Scott was so gangster before you knew Scott was Emma? Because if that's the case, then it wasn't Scott who was gangster, it was Emma who was
This
gangster.
is I did because he said, "Don't let this die."
But how do you know he would go that way about it?
We don't know.
How do we get on this topic?
Yeah.
Because there's a serious debate.
He wants to fight me.
No, I mean,
He's trying.
How picking with
This one is trying to defend that fact
that
that
his relationship is just Emma Frost by herself.
Nah, because the relationship in Death of X is not the
Made
reason.
Death of X.
It made Death of X, but they were already a couple before that. That's what I'm saying.
But Death
So
of
you
X
can't-
is your reasoning.
Doesn't matter what the reason is. They were a couple, right?
It is.
it doesn't matter.
does matter.
No, it's because if that's the case, then you want to say Batman. If Batman and Catwoman on your list, but were they really a couple or were they just fucking around? See?
I don't
If
get
they-
where you're
That's
going.
if they're on your list. And
That's if they're on your
then, and
list.
then you would have to explain it.
Right. So you had to explain it. I don't want to.
So what makes a couple then? Because
Two people, not one person generating another person.
but
So
she
they
didn't
can
generate
say-
them before that though, did she not?
She generated them in the Death of X though.
Right, but
And that's what you're talking
So-
about. Why you want them in it? Because you like Death of X.
yes, I understand what you're saying.
That doesn't
But what
make
I'm
any
saying
sense.
is they were a couple before that.
So you like the
Hold
couple
on.
before Death of X?
The couple
Right.
led to the death of X. If they weren't a couple and Emma Frost or Scott went there before, they
But
would
how
be-
do you know? See, this is what I'm saying. How can you say that Scott would go the same
No,
way that
it's-
she?
I'm saying if they weren't a couple at all. Let's say Scott went to the island without Emma Frost.
Yeah, I was laughing at you.
If Scott Summers went to that island without Emma Frost and let her die, right? They would end it with him on his death right there, right? The poison would have killed him. It would have ended it right there, right? There would be no death of
Poison did
X.
kill him.
No, I mean, there wouldn't have been nobody to keep the idea alive. That's what I'm saying.
How you know that she wouldn't still do it?
Because she wouldn't be there because they weren't a couple. If they were not a couple before that,
But she still,
hold on. If they were not a couple, if Emma Frost and
she
Scott,
still loved Scott even if before they were a couple.
right? But if they weren't a couple, she wouldn't have been there with them. That's what I'm saying.
If she was still with the X-Men, even if they're
All the X-Men weren't with them. They weren't even the X-Men then.
Well, his number one choice is Emma Frost
and Emma Frost
and
and Emma Frost.
Emma
Cyclops.
Frost.
Emma Frost
Cyclops.
and Emma Frost. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Who is your number two?
Nightwing and Batgirl.
Oh, okay.
Nightwing and
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay.
On
Like
again,
that.
off again, and they will be the most athletic non-superhero baby in the world.
Yes, they would.
If you want to talk about super baby, and then he can play for the Wizards.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'd be in
My
Gotham.
hands were
Whoever
there.
Gotham sports
No, I
team.
liked it right there too.
He's not from Gotham though, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
He just lives in Gotham.
He's been in Gotham long
It doesn't
enough.
matter.
He's a Gotham child now.
Somebody from New York moved to LA,
They not
and
from LA.
at the age of 13, they always gonna say, "I'm a New Yorker."
But you're an LA now.
You know, they always gonna say, "I'm a New Yorker."
Pull out that.
We all know New Yorkers. They all say the same thing.
Pull out your driver's license. What your driver's license say? It says.
I bet you had that. Bet you had that temporary bump when you was 13. Like I was always a New Yorker.
that ID card that you lived in New York. That's horrible. Okay, so you said Nightwing and Batgirl.
Yeah.
That is smooth, brother. That's smooth.
I like that.
Okay, so for me to finish it out and everything, I'm gonna start off with Green Arrow and Black Canary. The on again, off again, straight up love that they have is well known and documented.
So
in
does
DC.
love count or not?
Love should count as part of being in a
No.
couple and
Say
being
yes.
in a relationship.
Don't
It
listen.
should. It should. But you can leave your comments down
Emma
below
Frost love.
because there's other people who feel differently about it.
There's only one other person.
So you do what
This
you
guy.
gotta do. Okay, and my second one was
You don't remember?
I.
Are you
do-
still picking?
I'm picking still.
Wow. He's still picking. Oh my gosh. You had 2 weeks.
No, I don't like that one.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just playing with you guys. The classic, the one I grew up always known as Rogue and Gambit.
I like that one.
I don't like that.
He was that man. That man would do anything for her. Okay, he didn't matter.
Except touch her.
No, he tried.
He tried.
He tried his hand.
A couple of times.
It was
Yeah.
many of X-Men covers where they put him and her on the cover, and he was trying his hand at it. He had no regrets. Whatever happened would happen. That man was all in.
So
That's a couple.
does
right
love
there.
count or not?
Love always counts.
They can't make no super baby.
I mean, you can do.
There are ways around
I was about to say it's called in vitro fertilization, but you know, whatever.
I'm sure you want to take that route.
We're not supporting this.
Classic way of making babies, as always, in
That's
real
not-
comic book talk.
The
Bubblegum.
classic way.
That's
Thanks,
how.
Damian Wayne.
That's the. Get it together. Get it together. So, our list of couples of right now, mine was Rogue and Gambit, Black Canary and Green Arrow. Al picked Sue Storm, Reed Richards, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. TT had Black Panther and
Alright,
Storm.
put that at the top.
It was Spider-Man, Mary Jane. This is why we get to vote.
Spider-Man and Mary Jane was not on there. They would not be on that list.
Yes,
And we already know what happened on the last time. We made a list with you and
Oh, don't worry. That will
Perry,
not happen again.
Emma Frost, Cyclops,
That will not happen again.
Nightwing and Batgirl. Nightwing and Batgirl and Emma Frost and Cyclops for.
All right, so who's not on the list?
Who's gonna be-
Spider-Man and Mary Jane?
Who votes-
Do not touch my list.
Who wants the number 5? Who votes for number 5? For number 5, I would like to put Green Arrow and Black Canary.
No. They always will be high. If
They're
Reed
like the
Richards
three.
and Soul Storm on there, they will have to be number 5 because they suck.
Wait, what?
What?
All right, I'm saying if you're gonna here's the Sue Storm and Reed Richards, right?
Right.
If what you're saying about love, they're the ultimate love. They would have to be up. If you're
Love is only part of the criteria, brother.
but it's a big part.
According to
According
you.
to
Oh,
you, it
my
is.
face.
According to you, it's a big part.
A big
and that's
part.
It's not a big part.
what's that? 30 years of love?
Yeah, over 30.
Yeah, so I don't care. They don't care about that at all. Okay, what's love got to do with it? Nothing.
You was
Clearly
trying to
nothing
love
with
and
that.
everything.
Clearly nothing in your relationship.
He was
There's
fighting
no
for
drama.
love.
Love always has drama in it. That's what makes you fight harder. So boom.
They had
Big drama. What you talking
No
about?
drama. They not with each other. They don't give me that freaking movie because it sucked.
I would never give
So
you a movie.
yeah.
I would never.
If they're on that list and they're not number 5, I will walk right off. Do not care what happens.
You gonna come back?
Who
and
are you
say,
not
nominating?
coming back.
Okay, let's keep it real simple. Who do you nominate for number 5?
He don't remember.
Yeah, Reed Richards and Sue Storm.
5.
5.
Okay. Anybody
I'm not opposed.
not opposed?
Nope.
All right. Number 5.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, we still have Black Panther Storm, Emma Frost Cyclops, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Nightwing Batgirl, Spider-Man, Mary
Say
Jane.
4 Nightwing Batgirl.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah, I was
that.
about to say 4 for them.
But you won't
Nightwing
be on that
Batgirl,
motherfucker.
4.
Bitch, Spider-Man.
And who was it?
Okay, we got Black Panther and Storm, Emma Frost and Cyclops, Luke Cage, Jessica
Luke
Jones,
Cage.
Yeah.
That is
Jessica Jones.
3.
Spider-Man, Mary Jane, Green Arrow, Black Canary. So 3 is.
Green Arrow, Black Canary, if anything.
Ooh, we have a challenge.
See me,
No.
son.
Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. And number 3. That's what I'm going with.
Okay,
I say
you're
them.
okay.
Yes.
Or who do you
y'all
say?
two.
Nah, I wouldn't oppose that.
Who?
Luke Cage, Jessica Jones 3.
Okay.
What about you?
What do you pick?
Of course,
Never
I'm
even gonna figure.
I'm gonna go with
Look at it.
Black Green Arrow, Black Canary. We're gonna come back to that.
No,
one.
we ain't. We ain't.
The two.
Look, here's what we can do.
Luke
We can
Cage,
take-
Jessica Jones,
we can-
and Black Canary and
we
Green
can
Arrow.
take-
We'll come back to it.
No, we can take
We gotta
Reed
take some-
Richards off. Reed Richards and Sue
No.
Storm off.
No.
Put Black Canary in number 4.
They've always been together.
I don't
They've
give a
always
shit.
been a
And
couple.
number 5.
That's a power couple right
be
And
there.
they
Batman. So it would be 5 Nightwing and Batgirl. Number 4 could be I just said the name.
How about we leave it
Oliver
as
Queen.
is?
I'm not gonna leave anything as it is. Do you not know who I
Leave
am?
it.
I say believe it as it is.
Is.
I don't. Yeah.
I say
What you think?
Green Arrow,
That's-
and Black Canary for 3.
That's
I'm not leaving off Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
That's going as number 2.
Then
I
it'd be
was saying
two.
number 2.
What?
In terms
What?
of his
Oh,
reasoning for a super
what is your
baby,
reasoning
yeah.
for it not to be?
Because number 2.
I like that.
No,
also.
that's not
like I
a
said-
reason.
Okay, well, you're outvoted. It doesn't matter. That's number 2. We're
What?
going back to number 3 then. We're going back to.
If that's the case, then number 3 should be
We're going back.
We
Okay,
already
Green
did
Arrow, Green Arrow, and Black Canary at number 3.
I'm Cyclops and Emma Frost are going on this list. Cyclops and Emma.
They not on the list to me
Yeah, they not on
because
the
it's
list.
Emma Frost and Emma Frost to me.
It's not Emma Frost because they had a relationship before that led to that. If it wasn't for that relationship,
By
they
your
would-
reasoning of because Death of X was so amazing, and in actuality, Death of X was just Emma Frost.
I understand that. That
was your reasoning.
That
So you just ended your
Okay,
reasoning.
hold on.
Here.
Death of
Not
X-
the relationship before that because you didn't say nothing about
All
that.
right, you done now?
Yeah.
All right, Death of X was the final result of that relationship, was it not? Death of X was
We
the
won't
final.
stop. Y'all gotta stop this because we're not gonna stop.
No, just let me finish my statement. Death of X was the final result of Emma Frost and Cyclops' love, right?
But you didn't say anything about
listen,
that.
Listen, was that not the final result? That she loved him so much that she would not let his dying wish go what's the word I'm looking for? Unfulfilled, right?
Okay.
So they had to have a relationship before that
Okay.
that built up so she would go that all out for Death of X.
Okay.
That's why that relationship is.
But you're only saying it because you adore Death of X. Not everybody
That's what I'm
adores
saying.
Death of
Because you
X.
didn't say anything about anything that they were into. But no,
I thought
you thought that what you said was just going to be enough.
No, I thought that it was
Already understood?
yeah.
No.
But you didn't say, oh, their relationship before
Now-
all this. The first thing you said was, oh, this Death of X was so amazing.
And I thought it would all flow together.
Well,
Sorry, that's my
fuck
fault.
wrong.
Right. So now I'm explaining the long view of it.
And I don't agree.
So their whole
So it's up to them.
so if their
up to
relationship
them.
hold on, if their relationship never happened, would have Death of X happened?
Let's start here.
It's up to them.
Number 3.
I say no.
Who would you like
Put
at
number
number
three
3?
at that.
Green Arrow and Black Canary at 3, or Cyclops and Emma Frost?
Emma's not on my list.
Emma.
So I'm saying with you.
Okay, so number
Wow.
3 couple,
I told you I would walk off.
Green Arrow and Black Canary.
Sit your ass down. If you can steal my answers,
I'm done.
if you can
I'm
steal
done.
my answers, you can sit down.
I'm done.
That,
Come
that,
back.
that
We
goes.
not done.
Well, we already know what number 1 is.
That goes without saying.
Right.
Number 1 is
Black
Black
Panther.
Panther and Storm.
Black Panther Storm is number 1.
So for Real Comic Book Talks list of the top 5 relationships, our top 5 are starting at number 5.
We not gonna put
Sue
anything
Storm,
Anthony's on this
Sue
list.
Storm, Reed Richards,
You gonna walk off.
Don't get his way like a
his
child.
Nightwing and Batgirl, which Anthony should be happy about. Number 3, Green Arrow and Black Canary.
Hey.
Number 2, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. And number 1, Black Panther
Yes.
and Storm.
I always agree with that.
Anthony, you're fired.
If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like what you see, hit the like button. If you love what you see,
Subscribe.
there you
Even
go.
if you don't love us, subscribe.
Yeah, right.
Subscribe anyway. You heard our list. If you got a list of your own of the top 5 couples in all of comic books, let us know in the comment section. As always, people, thanks for watching. Till next time.